Welcome to our Math and Logic online class. My name is Tim Zick. I'm your instructor for the semester, so I just wanted you to see my face. So if you see me around campus, feel free to stop me, say hi. If you need to find me in my office hours, that's what I look like. And then the rest of this video is just going to go through what is in our course. So 1 second, let me get my camera turned around. I want to do a really quick course overview. I've been having some microphone issues today, so I'm going to try to be brief in everything. So if you have questions after you're done watching this video, please reach out via email to zick@fetc.edu. So to get to our course, you can go to Fox Valley Tech's homepage, click on My FETC there at the top, and then scroll down through your options until you get to the My Labs one. Once you click on that, this will take your regular student ID and password. Once you've entered, you'll see a list of courses or just my one course. Click on that to get into it. My landing page should have everything you need to do right on it. So this menu is meant to have all the links to the things in your course except for the one I couldn't force. So there's a link to the syllabus, there's a link to this video, you can go see the book, link to my YouTube channel where I've got explanations and examples. Here's problem solving problem 1. You can see that's due the second week. Oops. Due the second week here. And then there's a link to the homework on the right. If you've never used MyLabs before, it's actually pretty nice. It gives you feedback right away. There are help features built into the questions. So here's a standard type of question. Ask me, the question on the top. Ask for my answer here. Down on the bottom of the page, I've got buttons if I need to put in square roots or fractions or any of that crazy stuff. I don't for this one, but that's where those things are. If I'm not sure how to do a problem, up here in the right-hand corner, I've got question help. Help me solve this, shows me how to do this problem, and then gives me a new one. View an example shows me how to do a problem like this one. Textbook also takes me to the book, and then Ask My Instructor shoots an email to me that I can then reply to the exact problem you're looking at. If you're doing a problem and you get it wrong, it'll tell you you're wrong right away. If you get it wrong enough times, it'll tell you what the correct answer should have been. After that, if you do a similar question and get it right instead, I have to actually do that, negative 25, right? Okay, it'll mark it right, and then I can get that right. All in all, homework is worth 26% of my grade, 1% per assignment, basically. So doing those homeworks can really bolster your grade if you don't do as well on the other assessments. At the end of units, there are tests. You have to take the test practice test before you take the test. You can take the practice test as many times as you want. Only your best score is counted, and they're worth 1% each, just like the homework. I'm going to submit that. Notice it tells you if you haven't completed all the questions on the test, which is nice, I think. And then you can look at those results down here in the grade book. Every time you take the practice test will be a unique result that you can look at. Besides those, let me hit the problem solving problems quick. So here's our first one. I've got fill it out, email it to me. Please note your section. That makes it easier for me when I'm going through the papers. And then it's got the problem here. I've got a space for your answer, your heuristic, and then just some space for you to show me your work. If you show me work and it makes sense to me, or your answer makes sense to me that I think you understood the problem, you made it through Pullia's first step, I'll give you 3 points. As long as you show me some work, I'll give you 3 more points. I can give you those 3 points without the first 3. If you show me some heuristic, I'll give you 1 point. If your answer is correct, I'll give you a point, and then turning it in by the due date is worth 2 points. So if you turn it in, you show me your work, and you are on the right track, you should get 9 of these 10 points. If you're kind of off base, but you show me your work, you turn it in on time, and give me a heuristic, you can still get 6 of these points, even if you were nowhere near the right type of problem. You do need to tell me a heuristic. Those are listed both hyperlinked here and then also in our course. So let me get back to our course. Here's our heuristic list on that menu on the left. Other things of note over there, I have a frequently asked questions, a formula sheet for your logic unit, just so you've got some truth tables you can use. There's a list of heuristics. Here's your textbook in HTML form, good for screen readers. Here's all the other things Blitzer or Pearson has out there for your textbook. PowerPoints, videos, the book, all that stuff is there for you. Here's another link to the videos I made. Here's where you can look at your current grade. And then here's the one assessment that I can't directly link to from our big list. These are just message boards. There's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them throughout the course with their own due dates. And your first one is just simple, like, introduce yourself, look at a problem. But those are listed here as well in when they're due. So for example, your introduction is due at the end of week 2. If you have questions, like I said, please feel free to email me. Thanks, and I'm looking forward to a good semester.